So let's welcome Danny Chen to our Fireside Chat. Hi, Danny. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing very well. Thanks, Kathy. Thank you for bringing me over here.
Oh, I'm so glad that you are here because you are in Taiwan, is what my understanding is. So it's in the middle of the night practically. But Danny is the managing partner and attorney at Green Maple Law Firm. He's an immigration attorney and he's a good buddy of mine and he does amazing work. So, Danny, let's start off this call, this Fireside Chat call, by asking you, how has COVID and current administration impacted the immigration status today?
Well, Kathy, this is a very complicated question, but I will try to sum it up with this. The current administration is really trying to do its very good job in helping the U.S. economy. And at the end of the day, we are really trying to help businesses to bring in the people who are right for the country. So I believe the current administration is doing something that is good for the country. And I also think that with the COVID situation going on right now, we are helping entrepreneurs coming into the U.S. We're helping foreign companies coming into the U.S. to create more jobs and more opportunities. Because we actually are seeing a lot of companies who are taking this as an opportunity to bring in their businesses so that they're creating jobs for the U.S. economy and they're also investing into the U.S.
Yes.
And so at the end of the day, this is a positive effect for all of us.
Yes, you bet. Well, an immigration attorney knows, and one that lives abroad and comes back and forth like you do, you know, you've been going through a lot. And as we talked about before, you've lived in Canada, the US, you know, you're just a man who gets around town, the world, very much so. So you would know better than anybody of how to navigate through the challenges of immigration today in this administration. So tell me, why do you do what you do, Danny? You must have some reason for it.
So my family immigrated from Taiwan to Vancouver, Canada. And at the time when we did so, we were victims of immigration fraud.
Oh.
And I never, ever would want anybody else to feel the way that my parents felt and feel the way that I felt when we went through what we did. And so what I want to do is to do right by all the people who are investing and do right by all the people who are trusting these professionals in helping things get done right. And so this is why I do what I do, and this is why my team does what we do.
Oh my gosh, Danny, that's so cool. I mean, from like a little boy all the way to adulthood, you've done full cycle. So that's crazy in a positive way. So how does the firm differentiate yourself from other immigration attorneys? You know, there are plenty of them out there. If you Google them or if you go in the yellow pages, which is the old school way to do it, you see hundreds and thousands of them, it feels like.
Sure. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about the experience. And so if I were a client, I really want to wear the shoes of the client, wear the clothes of the client, and see whether my lawyer has gone through immigrating him or herself, right?
Yes.
And my team here in Irvine as well as in Taipei, we've gone through understanding as well as living through what it is being like to be an F1 international student, all the way to somebody who's gone through the work visa process, to at the end of the day becoming a permanent resident, also known as a green card, and becoming somebody who is able to vote as a U.S. citizen. So we've gone through all these processes, and I love for my clients to experience what we have experienced so that we can bring all these values to our clients and help them understand all the process that we've gone through so that at the end of the day, they will not be able to experience the mistakes that other people have experienced. And so at the end of the day, they will not have to go through all the hardships that other people have experienced.
Oh my gosh. And think about the stress and the family's lives and divorce and children being have high anxiety, all these things. And you're correcting that before it ever starts. So you must feel super, super happy about that. And so am I to know you. Like, I love referring you people. It's fantastic. So
Thank you, Kathy.
Question, Danny, before we go, and that is, can you share something interesting to us that people don't know about you?
Well, there are several. At the end of the day, we all want to create value for the U.S. economy. So one thing that I'm very, very proud of is I have been involved with the Taiwan government for many years in bringing a lot of Taiwan businesses into the U.S. and hopefully have them invest into the U.S. Some of the examples include Foxconn. Foxconn makes all the iPhones that we use, as well as the Taiwan semiconductor business. And so we try to bring in a lot of the technology into the U.S. as well as a lot of job opportunities. In fact, Kathy, just in the last 6 months, we have raised more than $2 million of civilian dollars, Taiwanese Americans, to bring in mass PPEs to help the government as well as help all those who are in need, so that we can contribute to the community and we can contribute to those who are in need. And they can also further understand what Taiwan stands for. So I hope one day so that more people can understand that I am a bridge and we are all the bridge, so that Americans, Taiwanese people, and all of us can coexist together and we can bring more commerce between the two countries.
Yes, there is definitely a wave of the future that you are on the cutting edge of, which is sharing resources like back and forth and helping the people from both sides understand the value that we bring together. And you, Danny, are the guy to make it happen. I'm so happy to have interviewed you on the Fireside Chat. And I know that all our listeners, over 15,000 of them, will be excited to hear how they can too bring their family, friends, and other business associates into the U.S. and then back out of the U.S. in a very good way so that everybody wins. So definitely call this guy over here or wherever he is on your screen. That's Danny Chen, immigration lawyer, and he is the best immigration guy in town. So, and out of town too, evidently. I'll see you, Danny.
All right.